I'm going to be perfectly honest. This book is hectic. It is a lot. It is incredibly aggressive, and maybe the best way I can explain it is this book is entirely spelt wrong. There is not, or there are very few words that are actually given their proper grammar. That is an immense carelessness, potentially even a bit of a brash decision. But the reason for that is we hear of these great books, we hear of these names, Dante, Joyce, Ovid, and we think they are these kind of exist in vacuums, or we think that they are works who come pre-made with this great majesty around them, that they're only for academics, that they are only for people who know everything about words or have learnt the canon and respected that. That's not the case at all. These books are written by men who see the world around them and are trying to process it. These books don't come ready-made with the kind of reputation that they acquire in time. They have to break into things, they have to challenge people, they have to scandalise. And if I'm perfectly honest, I think they demand a level of transgression that is hard to capture on a device. That is kind of the approach that I have taken in this book. I wanted to convey a story where it is a man kind of at a bit of a mental dilemma. He's trying to express himself, see the world around him. He knows and has great love for the literature and the books that he processes, but he sees a disconnect between that and technological kind of existence. This book is in no way a kind of throw all your phones in the sea and kind of return to fires and sticks. This book is about embracing what kind of is great about technology, but also acknowledging that it has some serious limitations with regard to expression. And I had to kind of mine the authors that I read for kind of a way in order to render that. To maybe zoom out, this book is 18 chapters long, and each chapter is titled after a function of the phone. So they have silent mode, volume buttons, face ID, emojis, and that is for good reason. This book is trying to render something that I've known since I was 14 years old. It is something that it's a bit different from Graham, but it is something that is trying to zoom out and define in order to overcome it. So we always hear, and we kind of through conversations know that our phones can be a little bit taxing on the mind if you spend too much time on them, but they've never been defined. And I truly think the book is the only medium in order to define what those phones are, in order to then maybe present a road out of the struggle that they might hold us to. That's a bit of a preamble. The last thing I would say is, this work is titled A Phone of the Artist as a Young Man, and that is not an unsubtle allusion to Joyce. I think Joyce is one of the most complex people to ever have existed. He wrote texts in which he knew people would struggle to understand. He got to the point in his final 10 years where he wrote a book called Finnegan's Wake, which I think is the most radical piece of art that's ever been made. And he had everyone, his wife, his friends, Ezra Pound, T.S. Eliot, all the greats telling him that he's made no sense, that he's forged on and made something insane, and he still did it anyway. And I think that's the kind of approach to art that a book needs, and that's what I've tried to follow in the wake of. I have one request before I start reading, and it's for everyone to pull out their phones and turn it on to off silent mode, so turn it on so that we can hear the notifications.